Good afternoon from Saigon here in Vietnam. We've spent a couple of nights here at our Airbnb in the Old Quarter. We've gotten some rest after our long travel day to Vietnam, and now we're ready to venture out and explore our neighborhood. It's chores day for us, so we're going to go outside our apartment building here, explore our neighborhood, try to check some things off of our items list for today, and we're also going to show you around the Old Quarter here in Saigon. Let's go.
Let's go.
We're Ronnie and Jeremy, and we're digital nomads traveling around the world. We've spent the last 2 years living in Southeast Asia during a global pandemic. Now we're back on the move again on our quest to visit every country in the world. We're documenting our journey in hopes that it will inspire and help others to purchase their first plane ticket to a foreign destination. And we hope you'll come along with us for the ride.
It's all good. They do the same thing in Indonesia. Yeah, but the difference is usually Ronnie always go to the real salon. This day is different. Try something different. I have a new nail polish. So our host is Airbnb. She gave a recommendation that in this floor have a good for nail service. So I give it a try. It's done. So far it's good. They do the same thing like I always do in Indonesia. They cleaning and cut my cuticula, give some nice color. Yeah, so far it's good and it's cheap, of course. 100,000 dong, which is $5 only. So give it a try if you're coming to Vietnam. Maybe in other area it's different price, but this is good price and she's really doing very well.
Okay, it's that time again. We are at House of Barber in some kind of upscale shopping complex here in Saigon. This will be my first Vietnamese haircut, so let's go in and see how they do barbering here in Saigon. Barbershop number 1 was a failure. If you're in Saigon, don't waste your time with House of Barber. It's an upscale barbershop, they claim, in the Sofitel, and let's just say it was a 4-hour wait, and it didn't look that busy. Seems like they want you to wait the bar and get drunk, spend your time there, and then they'll get around to giving you a haircut at some point during the day. I said no thanks. We passed on that. We're gonna try to find a more local barbershop nearby. Give that a go. We'll see if I can get a haircut in less than 4 hours. Try number 2. We're at the 5 Barbershop in Saigon. Looks a bit more local. It's busy. They're highly rated on Google. And yeah, there are a lot of folks here. We might have to wait a minute. I'm the only foreigner here. So that tells me it is a local place. Very nice decor. Everything looks on the up and up. They've got all the proper tools. So I think we'll have more success here. Finally, sitting in the barber chair. It's been a few hours today trying to get a haircut, but it looks like it's going to happen. Okay, I did get a haircut. The 5 Barbershop here in Saigon. I guess that's because there are 5 barbers. And they gave me a little takeaway gift here. I don't know if it's a holiday or something, but it's a mooncake. Don't know what that is yet. We'll find out later. Maybe I'll open it at the coffee shop and show you what it is. Barbershop was good. They cut my hair. I have a clean shave. And the price was 130,000 Vietnamese dong, which is less than $6 US, plus the tip. So I don't know, maybe I paid $7 for service, but it was good service. The decor is nice, comfortable place, really good air conditioning. My only complaint might be the receptionist doesn't seem to do very much. I hope they're not paying her a salary. But on to the next place, we're gonna go try to find some lunch. Okay, we're at Quan, which is a fancy Vietnamese cafe that was right across the street from our barbershop that we stopped at. A little bit loud in here. They're playing some
Music.
some ambiance music, and there are ground fans blowing in every direction to keep people cool. Has a very authentic Vietnamese vibe. No air conditioning in here. It just seems all open air fans and breeze from the big French style doors that are over by the entrance. And there's a nice bar, and the menu was similar to an entire book of different Vietnamese options that we could choose. It all looked pretty fancy and pretty delicious. We ordered a rice dish and a noodle dish. So we're gonna sample the fare here and see how good the cuisine is, and we'll give you our report as always. Got our pork rice and seafood glass noodles that are sauteed with some peanuts and vegetables. Oh, looks very delicious. Good.
Good.
A lot of vegetables, as you can see. Quite tasty. Mine already has some spice. Already has some chili sauteed with the noodles and seafood. Glass noodles are all at the bottom.
Fun to you.
As you can see, there's the glass noodles. They're all kind of stuck together in the middle of the dish at the bottom, and the veggies are all around it. We're gonna dig in here and enjoy our meal.
But this is the moon cake.
The barbershop gave me this as a
because
service gift.
Because tonight is the full moon, that's why the Chinese did this.
Okay, good info. We just finished our lunch here at Quan's Kitchen, and total cost was 450,000 Vietnamese dong, which is about $19 US. Pretty good food. The rice dish was good. Also had some, I guess, steamed pork?
Yes, braised pork with egg.
Braised pork and egg and rice. And then the stir-fried glass noodles with seafood was also delicious. We had a nice little break here, but now we're gonna try to do some sightseeing, move around the city a bit, and check some attractions off our list. We seem to have found the central district area close to the river here in Saigon. We've noticed the restaurants and cafes and massage spas are all a little fancier here. I've also noticed more foreigners in this area, so this must be the happening place where people spend the money. So I think we're gonna keep on moving. Try to find some of the actual historical sites that we were trying to locate. We do keep getting caught at traffic lights, so you definitely want to wait at stop signs here in Saigon, or you will get clipped by a motorbike very quickly. If you didn't know, we're in Saigon, and Saigon has a history of French colonization here in the city. The French colonized and kept Saigon as a capital for French Indochina from 1887 to 1902. And it was also the capital for the French Indochina area from 1945 until the city seceded in 1954. And then, of course, there was the Vietnam War involving many countries' governments with Vietnam. The north of Vietnam and the south of Vietnam played different roles in that war. And Saigon was actually the capital of South Vietnam. And it was renamed after Ho Chi Minh in 1976. After the city fell in 1975, and the communist government, which took over Vietnam, renamed Saigon Ho Chi Minh, but still foreigners and locals often refer to the city as Saigon. And behind me here is the City Hall that was built by the French from 1902 to 1908, and it still serves as City Hall for Saigon. The People's Committee for Ho Chi Minh is housed in this building, and also the People's Court is also here. The building is not open to the public, but it's a popular walking area, and many people stop here for photos and to give history lessons to folks on YouTube. Behind me here is the statue of Ho Chi Minh, and on behind that is the People's Committee of Ho Chi Minh, the City Hall that was built by the French in the 1900s. And if you didn't know who Ho Chi Minh was, he was a political leader and a statesman that is fondly recognized and remembered here in Vietnam. He served as Prime Minister from 1945 to 1955 and was President of Vietnam until 1969. But I think he officially gave up power in 1965 because of health problems, and then he later died in '69. Ho Chi Minh politically favored Marx and Lenin, and he followed them ideologically. He was very involved in the Vietnam War, which lasted from 1955 to 1975. He was also very involved with the Viet Cong and the military in Vietnam, and they defeated the French Union in 1954, which ended the First Indochina War. Then later, during the Vietnam War, he was also very involved as well. And once Vietnam became unified in 1976, after 20 years of battle between the North and the South, they renamed Saigon after Ho Chi Minh, who had passed away in 1969. Fun fact about Ho Chi Minh, he was not only a political leader and a statesman, but he was also a writer, a poet, and a journalist. And he wrote many books and poems and different articles in not only Chinese and Vietnamese, but also in French. Now we have signed up for a city sightseeing night tour on that bus. I'm familiar with these buses. I've done a few in different global cities. They have the hop-on, hop-off kind of fast way to see the city. This is after 5 o'clock, so we're doing the night tour, no hop-on, hop-off. But if it is good, maybe we'll do the hop-on, hop-off later. It's a day tour kind of thing, because all the things that we normally would hop off to see are closed now. So we're gonna ride around the city here, get a good hour overview of Saigon, see all the important sites and kind of get our bearings and figure out where everything's at, and we'll see if it's worth the money. The total cost for the city sightseeing bus here in Saigon is a 290,000 Vietnamese dong for 2 tickets, so 145K each for the night tour, and that comes out to for 2 tickets it comes out to 290K. That is about $12.50 USD, so not a bad deal for an hour-long city tour. I usually don't advocate for money changers because they're antiquated kinds of places that can scam you with significantly a good success rate in scamming people. I prefer to advocate for larger banks that have debit cards that will allow you to take money out all over the world ATM fee free, but we had some Singaporean dollars still from our last ATM withdrawal in Singapore. I hung on to those Singapore dollars because I know their value is very high in Southeast Asia, and we found this currency exchange place here in a central location in a nicer part of town here in Saigon, and I thought they might give me a good rate. Yeah, I swapped 200 Singapore dollars for some Vietnamese dong at a better rate than market rate. All right, we have boarded our city sightseeing bus here in Saigon. This should be a 1-hour tour around the city. Sunset has just passed here. We're getting some better temperatures, enjoying a little bit of a breeze now. We're gonna try to dry our sweat here on this tour bus. We're on the top deck so we can get more of a breeze. And right now we are what looks to be the city center of Saigon. A lot of traffic around here, some walking square area, and yeah, right now it's chill. We're just waiting for the bus driver to start up the engine. Started moving, and it's a nice picturesque sunset. The sun's already went down, but it's a nice breeze now. The light is hitting the buildings just right, and the buildings are starting to light up. And yeah, we're getting a mix now of the sunset with the nightlife. Looks like everything's coming alive. So, all of our conversation today about the People's Committee of Ho Chi Minh and our visit to the Ho Chi Minh statue here in the city square of Saigon has me thinking about government here in Saigon now and government in Vietnam. We know that Vietnam is a socialist republic, but the ruling party is a communist party. So, for all of our viewers that are residents of Vietnam, drop a comment down below. Let us know what life is like in Vietnam as a Vietnamese citizen, and is how the Communist Party works and how the Socialist Republic works. We're honestly very curious. I mean, that's something that is new for us, and you don't get to learn those things unless you're local, or unless you are a citizen of that country. So drop some comments down below. Let us know how life is in Vietnam as a citizen and just how the Socialist Republic government works. Okay, we have made the walk down the street a bit away from the square. And on the Kentuckians Abroad channel, we believe in balance and symmetry and yin and yang. And so after visiting Communist Square today, we're gonna try to get some proper diner food from a proper capitalist establishment here in Saigon called Eddie's Diner, which is famous for their New York style diner and deli and their world famous milkshakes. Okay, we're inside Eddie's New York Deli and Diner, and the first thing on our list, a brownie milkshake with a cherry on top. Other people don't know anything about this, but milkshake should come with a maraschino cherry on top. Also on the menu is every single diner item you can think of that any American diner would have. The menu is so big that Eddie not only has a menu with meat on it, and by meat I mean proper American bacon and spicy sausage patties and steaks, but he also has a vegetarian menu that offers pretty much the same stuff as the meat menu except vegetarian. And there's also an American Chinese menu, which offers all the classic Chinese dishes that Americans usually enjoy and what you would find in any Chinese restaurant in America. Very comprehensive list. Plus, there's like, I don't know how many milkshake varieties, but enough that you have a hard time deciding which one you want to try. So we're just waiting for our food here. Oh, and as a bonus, they make fresh cinnamon buns every day. If we stayed in Saigon very long, we probably gained 15 kilos coming to this place.
Oh, God. This is so good.
This is where we start. So we have the jalapeno poppers wrapped in a wonton dough, which I've not had before. We have the tuna salad sandwich on a proper Kaiser roll with cheddar cheese and a side of coleslaw with a dill pickle, all correct. Ronnie got the sesame soy broccoli off the American Chinese menu, and most importantly, we got American sliced pork bacon, which is the only bacon. And this is where the test starts.
Yeah, no beef bacon.
It smells like bacon. That's the first test.
Real?
Taste that pig. Very good. Very good quality. Sample the wonton and some kind of dipping sauce. Looks like some kind of chipotle sauce. Maybe mayonnaise based. The wonton is kind of like a Mexican flavor. Like a corn shell, which gives it a very like Mexican taste with the cream cheese and jalapeno inside. And then the chipotle dipping sauce. Ronnie's loving this. Going right over to the coleslaw now. Has sesame in the coleslaw, not too heavy on the mayonnaise. That's all good. And then this tuna salad sandwich with cheddar cheese. Got a lot of good stuff in there. It looks like a good mix of salad. And this Kaiser roll is so soft, but also toasted perfectly. It almost feels like we've been transported back to the good old US of A. You would not know that we're on the other side of the world. All right, we're gonna enjoy this uninterrupted so we can shove our faces full of food.
So Jeremy already explained about the American food, but one that I really miss is the real pork bacon that I get in here. It's really good. Oh my god. Even the sandwich is good. Are we in America? Or in Vietnam?
We have finished our dinner here at Eddie's and we are stuffed. We finished all the bacon, we finished all the tuna salad sandwich, pickle, milkshake, We finished most of the broccoli, all the jalapeno poppers. I feel like I've gained a kilo sitting here at Eddie's tonight. And we are ready to call it a day. It's been a full day of walking around, exploring the center of Saigon, and we've had a good time. Didn't eat too many calories, but we made up for that tonight at Eddie's. We caught up on all of our calorie counts, and now we probably should walk home to burn off some of the calories that we got here at the diner. If you enjoyed this travel vlog of us exploring the center of Saigon, Vietnam, we hope you will smash that thumbs up button and share this video with all your friends on social media. And if you really enjoy travel content and moving around the globe wherever we go, we hope you will subscribe to our channel and check that notification bell so you know when our new videos are uploaded each week. But remember, you don't have to be a Kentuckian to travel with us. You just gotta have fun. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on keeping on. Cheers.